In a survivor speak, I done messed around and went viral right from my driver's seat. Just like what the industry was containing. I'd rather make a difference instead of hating, complaining. So let me park the whip, it don't matter, rapper or model chick, singer or comedian, perfect. Let's park in politics. Hey, let's park in politics. Welcome to the pullover, let's park in politics. This the pullover, let's park in politics. I say this the pullover, let's park in politics.
Hold up, y'all. We about to get it started in a hot second. I just want to make sure that we got sound on this side. And let's see here. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna go back. No, you're not checking the info. You canceled. No. Hold on. No, why is it doing that? Damn it, man.
I said no.
I know, right?
Sorry, don't listen to the dog.
Hold on, man. Hold on. No, you good. I'm just making sure that the sound is right. Yeah, the sound's right. All right, we good. All right, we about to pop in. All right, banner. All right, we about to pop in. Let me hit that button. All right, we ready. Let's go. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Lockoutmen back again. Welcome to another edition of the Lockoutmen podcast show. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. If you guys like, subscribe, comment. You see, I just had a brain freeze right there. But anyway, like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. But basically, when you get up in the building, just make sure you hit that like button. That's all I care about. Hit that like button. Tonight's special guest is my girl. She's a trucker. Well, was a trucker, but she's doing more than trucking. My girl, Samantha Maloy. What's going on there?
Hi.
So, where are you at right now?
Well, first of all, let me just say thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for tracking me down, finding me. I know it's kind of difficult for you to find me, but thank you for tracking me down, finding me, and allowing me to come on and share my story. I'm honored. I'm privileged. It means a lot to me, so thank you. And currently, I'm in Houston, Texas. I just relocated to Houston the end of 2020.
That's what's up. Now, let me tell you guys, I've been following this young lady for quite a while. I think I had, let me see if I have your, I got to go back into history to see, but you went up under, what made you difficult to find? Because you changed your channel name from Trucker Beauty, right?
Yes. Trucking.
You changed your name from Trucking Beauty to your regular name, Samantha Maloy, right?
Yes.
So, but when I actually found you, I left a message on your YouTube, but I said to myself, maybe, just maybe, she might be on Instagram too. You know, you figure if everybody's on YouTube, they have an Instagram page. And lo and freaking behold, there you was on Instagram. Now, it took you a hot minute to respond back to me, but when you saw me send the Instagram message to you, are you one of those females that just don't check your DMs? You got a lot of guys coming in your DMs?
Actually, my curve game is strong. So I don't have those issues. My first platform is Facebook. So that's my main platform is Facebook. Instagram, I'm working on it still. I'm much better now than I was, but when you hit me, I was just, a lot was going on with me. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but no, my curve game is strong. I mean, my Instagram, I'm straight to it. Like, how can I help you?
You're
And I
like,
know to check your profile and it ain't correct. Then
you turn around and be like, who are you,
no,
bro?
I'm just like, let me know when I can help you. I was serious about help you, but let me know when I can help you. Honestly, my curve game strong.
Oh man. But when you now when you was in trucking though, when you was in trucking, and we're gonna touch on that in a minute, but when you was in trucking, you was getting a good following. How was your curve game when the guys started to check you out more and more and more when you was trucking?
Still strong. I mean, it didn't just get strong with trucking. I've had a strong curve game for a long time. So strong. I don't feel like I have those harassing type of problems. I'm pretty direct and straightforward. Like, if it ain't it, it ain't it.
So Samantha, man, let's go back to the start, man. The start of your journey. How did you what you was doing before you got into trucking?
I was working in corrections with the state of Georgia. I'm originally from Vidalia, Georgia, a small town, about 10,000 people. And I was working for the state of Georgia. And from there, my inmate honestly started telling me about trucking. And one day during inspection, our warden came in and he was telling them, you guys, once you get out, we're working on some programs, for y'all to get into trucks and driving trucks and making about $50,000 a year. And in my mind, I was like, hold up, because I got a clean record. I mean, I'm in prison with you guys, but my record's clean. And I'm making 24,000, and new officers coming in making 27,000, and that just to me that don't seem right. And they really encouraged me. They were talking about different grants. They're like, "Yeah, Miss Maloy, you can do it. You can do it." They knew I had a no nonsense kind of mentality, so they really felt like they really saw and like, man, you really need, get out there. You really need to do it. They started telling about other people who were doing it, fathers, friends who were trucking. But I didn't go directly into it. That was probably about 2013, 2014.
How old was you when you got into the prison system, and what made you go that route for a career choice back in the day?
I was very new out of college. That's how young I was. And honestly, I went into it because I was one of those ones. I went to school and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was still trying to figure it out, but I knew the right thing to do was to go to school. So I had probably every major. And then I didn't finish any of them. So I wound up going to cosmetology school because I wanted to be a makeup artist. And the closest I could get to being a trained makeup artist where I was from was cosmetology. And I wound up not liking it. Like, I don't like doing hair. Makeup was truly my dream. I wish still I would have went and pursued it more. But I needed to pay the bills. Honestly, that was it. It wasn't a big thought. I needed to pay the bills and I wanted something with benefits.
All right, can you hear me?
I hear you.
No. Okay, yeah, I lost connection to my soundboard for a second, and I am still losing. Oh, there it is. Okay, so Samantha, you the first woman of color to actually say that you don't like doing hair. I mean, just about every female that I have talked to, that before they got into trucking, female of color, they did hair at one point or another. They did hair. They did that's what they wanted to do. The first stop is, and don't get me wrong, ladies, I feel you guys on what y'all want to do, but the females that I came across, either you're in cosmetology to learn how to do hair, nails, or makeup, or you in the nursing field. That's it. That's it. I mean, nothing else. Nothing against it. Nothing against it, but I'm just saying, hair, makeup, and nails, or you're a nurse. And when you tell a person that you're in a nursing field, it's the nursing home, not the hospital. Not the hospital, but the nursing home. So you said you didn't want to mess with no damn hair.
It wasn't my drive. It wasn't. And that's funny you say that, because as you say that, I'm sitting here thinking about all my close girlfriends that I know, and only one of them is a nurse, and she's not in a nursing home. She's an RN. She's now a traveling nurse. But I have one friend who does hair, and that's it. Like everyone else, I have a trucker, a very close trucker friend who I met in trucking. She is still, in and out of the truck a little bit. Like she's still driving, but she really suffered with being homesick. And so she went back and got a local job. And so she went on the road a little bit for a little bit, but then back home to a local job. I have friends who are in finance as well. Like, I don't really know any. I have one friend who does hair. That's it. Military friends. Logistics friends.
So you came out of college and went right into the prison system?
I paid my way through college bartending, so that helped me get my tough skin.
Okay. But the prison system, though, you're in college, you're in your 20s, teens, 20s, and you're in college, and the thing that comes to your mind when you come out of college, I think I'm going to be a guard in the prison system.
That wasn't my mindset. It really wasn't. My mindset was, tell me what I'm about to get into in a day-to-day life. Let me wrap my mind around it. This is really what I'm okay with doing. And let me pay my bills. That was my mindset. And it happened to be that I met some really great people inside the prison. So that's what helped me there, as long as I stay there.
Are we talking hardened criminals, or are we talking like drugs, just being a drug addict and you doing the bid because you're a drug addict? Or again, are we talking hardened criminals? Are we talking murderers and all like that?
Yes. We're talking all like that. Murderers, rapists. I done stole somebody's money a few times and back again. Taxes. Like, we're talking all that. Yeah. And they're mixed in, so you don't know who's what and where. But yeah, we're talking that.
So let's bring it in for a minute. What was life like? What was life like for you working in the prison system around that cast of characters?
Honestly, at first, sleepless nights. I recall a couple nights like waking up screaming from my radio. That was a little traumatic at first, but I didn't want to quit. Like I kind of got myself into it. I didn't tell my family. I don't never tell my family when I'm doing something dramatic, because they freak out the way they do. So I didn't tell my family until I was done with training and back into the prison system. And then I told them, I got a job in the prison. And from I stayed in a small town, so that was considered to be a good job. So it had benefits. That was considered to be good.
All right. So in the prison system, I talked with another young lady. She came from the prison system too before she came into trucking. So, but in your particular prison system, where is this? In Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in Georgia, small town of Georgia, did you say you was in college, but did you have to go to school to be a prison guard? And did you guys carry inside or no?
No. So I worked at a combination of two different prisons. I would do all my regular work at a work camp institution, and then I would do my overtime at a high security institution. At the high security institution, to work the floors, you had to wear a stab-proof vest, and you had to have OC on you at all times. in order to use OC spray, you have to be sprayed. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it was pretty. You don't, like I said, you don't know for sure what someone's done, or so you're not supposed to know. You may know, but you're not supposed to know.
Exactly. It keeps it, keeps it. I guess it keeps it kosher
Yeah,
between
it does.
you.
But like,
I mean,
you
you and the
always treat them like people. I am very proud of my fact. I always treat them like the people that they were, because later on in life, guess what? They get out. And I have seen my inmates at Walmart. I recently saw an inmate, and I promise you, I'm like, man, he just keeps following me around. I saw him in the prison. I saw a couple in the prison when I was working in the prison, then who later came to the county jail when I was working in the county in a different area of Georgia. But the most craziest thing is I saw one of my inmates on a cruise to the Bahamas. Now imagine if I had
wait. I didn't hear that. You followed him or he followed you?
Life had us following each other. Like he was following me through life. Like after he got out of prison, he actually got into a truck and got his CDLs. And then later on, he came to jail where I was working at. And then he told me he got into the truck. And he told me that he was actually in jail then because he threatened an officer for terroristic threats because the officer was threatening his CDLs. And he was telling me again, like, hey, you need to get into the truck. You need to get into the truck. After he got out of jail, and then after I wound up leaving the job at the jail as well, I want to see him again on a cruise to the Bahamas. That was actually last October.
Did you? So in the beginning, when you got into the prison system, was it scared for you there in the beginning?
Oh yeah.
Was there any? Okay, so on your watch, how long you been in the prison? How long you been in the prison system?
The prison, 3 years in the prison. Well, about a month shy of 3 years in the prison, and in 2 years, a little over 2 years in the jail. So a total about 5 years.
5 years. Okay. So about 5. So within that 5 year span, have you yourself seen any outbreaks, fights, shanks? Did you find any incriminating phones, knives? Did you?
Yes. Yes. Every day in the prison, we had a shakedown where I would have to go hit X amount of locker boxes every day. And yeah, I found shanks every day. I promise. My first lieutenant, he kept putting me on what we call the fast track. The fast track has 4 different dormitories. Each one holds 75. You're supposed to have 2 officers on the floor, 1 in the booth. So at most you have 150 inmates. Sometimes it was just 1 officer on the floor, so you have the whole entire wing, the whole entire building, and it just goes in a big circle. And one day when I was locking down, I saw my first fight. It was in the shower, and all I saw was boots in the air, arms going, and I freaked out. It was my first.
You know what I meant to ask you? You know what I didn't mean. You know what I didn't ask you?
What?
Was you in a all male prison or all female prison?
All male.
So you saw a fight in the shower?
Yeah, they would go in the shower, because in the showers you can't really see. So when they really want to get on somebody, they'll go in the showers, or they'll go in the closets and stuff like that, so they can do what they got to do and not be seen. Or if it's somewhere like on the yard, they'll form a line, and you can't see. You don't know what's going on. So yeah, they would. Yeah, that you got to eat your cornbread thing is serious.
So I'm tripping on the fact that you the woman, and you actually walked in the shower. I
ain't walk in the shower. When I saw it, I freaked out. Like, oh my God, it was my first one. So I freaked out, and I'm like yelling 10 10 10 10 on the radio.
Okay. You just happened to woo, oh shit, it's a fight.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Everybody, it's a fight in the shower.
Yeah, but that was the thing. I couldn't even
Because
say
I was
what it
about to,
was.
I was about to say when you saw that, you saw shit slanging and
That one was a shape fight. That one, thank God, was not a shape fight. The shape fight I seen that well, I didn't see it directly, but I was there. Yeah, everybody ain't make it out.
Ooh.
Shanks is a different level. They do some things to some shanks. So if the stab don't kill you, then the infection does, if you get what I'm saying.
I got you. Welcome everybody to the Lockoutmen podcast show. I really do appreciate you guys being here. Today's special guest is Miss Samantha Maloy. That's what's up. When you guys come up in the building, make sure you hit that like button for me. All right, I will appreciate it. Tawana Tasha Westside is in the house. She says hi. Teddy the trucker is in the building. He says what's up.
What's up, y'all?
Sweetest Georgia Peach, what's going on? And my man Drill Sergeant finally made it to alive. What's going on, everybody? So Samantha, you in the prison. You saw fights, you saw shanks, you saw all types of weaponry from these guys. Have you yourself had any problems with a particular inmate that disrespected you in any kind of way?
Yes. That kind of goes along with the thing there as well. I have stories on that. To make it short, I have been spit on. I have had juice thrown on me. I have been hit by those doors. I have been, don't tell my mama, but I have been grabbed. I think the most important thing is to have the support of your staff, of your fellow staff, and of your lieutenants and sergeants.
Okay. Juice throwing, like somebody actually threw some pee on you?
No, juice. We ain't had them problems that day. Somebody was going to hell, we had them problems. That does happen, but that didn't happen to me. It was really their juice from their meal.
Oh, okay. And you said you was spit. Well, shit, even getting spit on, somebody getting fucked up.
Well, that was the thing about that one. I still to this day don't know which one of them MFers did it. I don't know which one. One of them Ghostface. One of those Ghostface. I just don't know which one.
Somebody getting fucked up if I get spit on. I'm for real.
I'm telling you, if I knew which one. It was too many at one time. So I was walking down the building, and the way that particular building was set up, where you have 4 dorms upstairs, two dorms upstairs and 2 dorms downstairs. And it was someone on the upstairs tier who spit down. You know how like you have the stairs kind of like caged, kind of like a water drain, where stuff could seep through. It was like that.
Oh.
Yes, I don't know which one it was. I just know it's a Ghostface.
But yeah, you definitely right. You said in the beginning that you had to have tough skin in order to work in a prison system like that. But to even but young lady, I mean you like coming out of college, like I want to try the jail system. Like, wow. And you was in the midst of everything. Now I understand, like, if you was to do like the paperwork, secretary, intake and all like that, but you was in the thick of this shit.
Yeah.
Wow. I gotta give it to you. Oh, wait, wrong button. Here we go. I'll give you that one. Right there, man. So doing okay, so walk us through the intake process. Like when the guys, like, I guess I watch too much fucking TV, because when I see guys going through the intake process, they get showered down, open your butt cheeks, hold your nutsack. Was you a part of the intake part right there? And if so, talk about it. If not, tell us how it is.
Yeah, I was definitely not part of intake. So that has to be done by the men. There's certain jobs that only the men are allowed to do, like transport. There's an intake officer, but her intake officer duties as a woman was to physically assign them to where they're going to go, make sure they get to that building and they get their ID cards for them and for the booth. But as far as the actual shakedown part, there is a particular prison where they go into and they are kind of sorted, and that part goes on. And then they kind of go to different prisons from there. When they get to our prison where we were, like I said, it was a work camp. So they would come in, new intakes would come in, and then they would go through a room where it was kind of like that bed, cough, whatever they do, and make sure that they don't have anything hidden. And then from there, they'll be taken to the different buildings they go to.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So before we move on into the next era of your life, uh, how was it for some of the guys that that will come in? Like, what would their first night be like? Because I've seen a couple of prison movies where their first night is like, they couldn't handle it and all like that. What will be an average first night for some of the prisoners that comes in for the first time?
In the prison system, you don't really know because it's not taught about. In the prison system, you don't actually sit in the wing with them. You sit in the building with them. You go from wing to wing, but you're going in the wing with them 24/7. Now, in the jail system I was in, that was different. And yeah, that was, it really just depends on the individual. If they were a repeat offender, they already know the system real well. If they had just turned 18 and got kicked out of juvie, that was scary for them. If they were a first timer, that's scary. Like, you just don't know. And you don't really know what you're dealing with. There's so many different personalities. Somebody's going to control the TV and what they want to watch, and somebody's going to be upset about it. Somebody's going to be an OG, and they're going to just want quiet throughout the whole place. Oh, nobody say nothing. Somebody's going to be a young, loud one. Somebody, disrespectful. It's just so many different personalities. It's really very difficult to deal with, period.
That's what's
So,
up.
yeah, you don't know. Everyone handles it differently.
All right, so you talked to you taught some of the inmates that was like on the verge of coming out, but they was coming into the CDL program at the jail that they offered it there. That's how you found out about CDL trucking.
Well, actually, after they encouraged me for so long and so many years, I finally just wound up doing my own research about it. And like they said, like, there's so many ways to get into CDL, get into trucking for free. And so knowing that, I immediately went to that avenue of trying to find out, okay, how do I do this for free? And me and Google got together, teamed up. I found a program who would take me in for free, put me up in a hotel. I had to go to Tennessee for it. Put me up in a hotel. All I had to do was get there, get my permit and get there. And then from there, it was just smooth cold selling. But what I did, I was smart about it. I actually read a contract that they wanted me to be on after I got my CDL. And what I found out is they were going to pay, I think, 13.5 cents per mile because they wanted you to team with someone. So I read a contract and I knew how to get out of it before I got into it. And so what I did was I just got my CDL with them. And I never started with that trucking company. I actually went to another company who would do a tuition reimbursement and just pay for my CDL for me as long as I worked for them. And they were paying me, I think, 34, 36 cents an hour.
All right. So now back up a little bit. It says here, you went to one of the wings. One of the wings, and then from there, that's when you decided to get out of the corrections and get into the truck.
Yes.
What happened with that? Because you said one day a fellow officer showed me one of the wings and made it her business to check on me.
Yes. It was just one day I was having a tough day at work. Like I said, it's so many different personalities, so much going on. Yeah, you do have like different details you do for like chow or afternoon cleanup. You have certain inmates who just want to help you just so they could be around you. And you don't, like I said, you don't know what they're there for, but you kind of know. And it was just, I was just tired of everything going on. This particular night, one of the guys who was just bugging the crap out of me all day, he was actually a rapist. And it wasn't his first time in. He actually had came back this particular time for raping a pregnant woman in the hospital parking lot. So understand what is going on, possibly going on in his mind. And he had just been bugging all day. It had been that type of day with everything else going on as well. And it just showed all over me. And so one day, one of the other officers saw me through the window and came into my wing while I was getting things out of the closet. I think it was some blankets or something. I was getting out of the closet for a new intake. And she came in that closet. And she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. What you talking about? Good. You know, just another day. It is what it is." She's like, "No, I saw you. Are you okay?" And I broke down for a moment. I'm just like, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. Like, I'm tired of it. And she's like, she just started giving me advice on how to get out. And I decided then I'm getting out of here. I actually went home and I wrote it out. I had the, what I call a get out of jail plan. I actually decided I'm going to work overtime. I'm going to save my money. I'm gonna put this much money every pay period to here, and I'm gonna just stash it up, and I'm getting out of here. And it was a lot more action than that. I actually pulled the rug out from under my feet. I sold all my furniture or either gave it away. If I couldn't sell it, I gave it away. I subleased my place I was staying. I had a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhouse. I subleased it to a family who had 5 kids. And I packed my stuff up in storage. What I did have left, a few clothes, some furniture that was hand-me-down that my uncle made. And I put it in the storage. And then when I went to get my CDLs, I stayed in a hotel in Tennessee. That was it. Like I went from my place after I made that decision to get out to a hotel to a truck.
Now, when you went to get your CDLs, you did say something about learning about getting your CDLs for free. So you went to a trucking school that was sponsored by a trucking company?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So that particular company that you did your homework on, you knew that they wanted you to team after you got your CDL through them, right?
Yes. But what they did not say is that they paid the truck. They say they pay you, I think, what, 35 cents? They don't pay you 35 cents. They pay the truck. So that 35 cents is split into 2. And it really bothered me. Like, how are you going to split a penny?
Smart. See, a lot of people when they get told that, hey, yeah. Drill Sergeant, I know you in the building, man. This is where a lot of people don't read that fine print. They see
you gotta read it.
They see that person, they see the company like teams, they get like 45, 35, 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents a mile, but they don't realize that that's going to the truck and not to the individual.
You gotta read it. I'm so proud when you know the rules, you know how to break them. And that to me, just when I say how you split a penny, 35 cents means that they're gonna pay you 17.5 cents per mile. How you make a half a cent? That don't know. No, we ain't cutting brown boys in half for me. Like, nah.
So you got with this company, but before you got with the company, you went to go and get your permit. How many times it took you to actually get your permit, and where did you get your permit at?
I went to the DMV. It took me a total of 6 test times. Okay. I got general knowledge the first time, but that air brake made no sense to me at all. So on my 6th testing, I was there every week, because I think you could take it in Georgia, you could take it every 2 days. And so I would go like on Monday. If I failed on Monday, I was back on Friday. If I went on Friday and I didn't get it on Friday, I was back on Tuesday. Like every week I was there. I think it took me a total of they knew me. Like they knew me by first day. They just had to actually ask me what my information was. They knew who I was and what I wanted every time I walked in the door.
So the company that you went with to go get your CDLs through, was that out of pocket, or did they bring you down there to go through the school and everything?
Yeah, I paid my gas to get there, but that's it. That's all I paid, gas and food. And I mean, that was it.
They put you up in the hotel while you was doing the going through the school. How long did it? How many people was there initially, and then how many people was there after you guys got your license? Okay,
so it's supposed to be a 3-week program, but for me, ferry was not an option. That 3-week program for me turned into 6 weeks. I think originally we might have had 9 people in my class, and what happened was I wasn't good at backing at first, and it didn't make sense to me. Will's left, Will's right. What I never got in school was Will straight. I didn't understand that concept. So, I mean, a straight line back, I got that. That was no problem. But all set right, we had to do that, and that didn't make sense to me. I would wind up just pulling up doing a straight line back and making it work out. But an alley dot, I had that no problem. But after I decided to push back for a week to go back and learn the backing, they pushed me back 2 weeks to learn the backing. Okay. So I was there for a total of what was supposed to be now 5 weeks. It turned into 6 weeks because the next class that they pushed me back into had 27 people. And there's just no way to get seat time like that. Okay. So when it came to scheduling our test, so the test out, it went like 2 weeks of testing out. We're actually about a week and a half where they were testing people every day. Every day you had to wait to your test date.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so after you got your license, then you had to go in the truck with a trainer. So what was that experience like?
Horrible every time. every time, awful. And I think the worst part about it was that they wanted me to wear boots. I was like, boots? I'm not driving in boots. I'm a flip-flop fanatic. If I couldn't do it in flip-flops, it didn't make sense. I don't care how many times I had to change gears. My flip-flops never got stuck.
Do not say flip-flops to Gerald. Oh my God. Drill, be quiet, Drill. Be quiet, Drill. I knew you was about to say something, bro. Right when she said flip-flops, man. I knew you was about to say something. He says, not when you're a new driver. God damn it, man.
Let me tell you, as soon as I got my own truck, I'm like, forget it. I'm flip-flop fanatic. And that was it. No, I wasn't even kicking flip-flops on, put a pair of socks. No.
He came back and said, damn shame. One of them drivers.
Yeah, I was definitely one of them.
All right. So during the time when you was training, how many trainers did you go through? Or was it just one trainer? What was your experience with the training process? I mean, the trainer with the trainee, if I'm saying that right.
So I had 3 trainers. I had, and that's throughout my whole trucking, everything. I had 1 female and then 2 guys. So the guy said it was always awkward. So again, I was always like, don't cheat me. I'm gonna get all my training. So when I started training with Snyder, and I'm reading the paperwork. The paperwork said you're supposed to get 80% of drive time, period. Well, what they did
Now,
was,
hold on, now you talking about training with Snyder, but you was with a wait. Did you got your license from a different from a different company before you went to Snyder?
yep. But remember when I said I found a company to pay for my tuition reimbursement?
Oh, okay. So you didn't. So you jumped out right when you got your license.
Yes,
So you
because
didn't go
I
training with
I
them at
read
all.
the contract. I knew when to jump. I read the contract. I never got on the truck with that company that was going to pay me 17.5 cents.
Okay.
Never.
Okay. So now you're over here at Snyder. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So three trainers over at Snyder. Go.
Nope, 3 trainers, period. 2 of them were Snyder.
2 of them. Okay. What was the experience with either the male or the female? I'm sure there had to be different different vibes between you and the female and you and the male.
Mm-hmm. So the male, it was bad. It was awful. First of all, what they did was, and they claimed he was the best trainer. Not saying he isn't. It's just personality and education. It just didn't work out. So with the male driver with Snyder, it was just bad. The first thing they did was they put another person in the truck with us. So now my 80% of drive time has now been cut into 40%. So I already got an issue. And then on top of that, he cut the 40%. Like, he would never let me drive. Like, there'll be days that I didn't drive at all. And so I wound up sending his truck from Dalton, Alabama. We had to drive from Atlanta, Georgia to Dalton, Alabama to meet him. And then from there, we did a drive up to, I don't know where we went first, but then we went to Indiana. By the time I got to Gary, Indiana, I was done. I had to get out of his truck. It was not working out for me because I wasn't getting drive time.
So this is at Snyder. 2 people, 3 people in the truck. So you and 2 males?
Yes. Do you understand why I got out the truck?
Wait. You know what? I talked to another young lady that had the same issue. She was training with 2 males as well. So my question, the same question I got for her is to you, is how did that work? Number one, how did that work? Number one, and number two, did y'all like y'all? Yeah, the trainer had to get some sleep because he had to be up while either one of y'all is driving, or did y'all like circulate, or did y'all pull over? Did y'all get a 10-hour in? What?
So being that I was a female, I got hotels, which that they did not like, because that means, of course, wherever he is on route, he has to find a hotel with truck parking. So that's how that worked. They slept in the truck. I was all went out. I got a hotel. That's okay with me though. But no, we all rolled the same 14-hour clock. So any drive time you got had to be within his 14.
Wow. Man.
And the first day he drove the whole day and half of the second day. The second day, the other guy drove. And then that was about it. Like, I might have gotten 20 minutes from our drop location to the actual terminal. That was it.
Wait. Hold up. Where's your drive time in all of this?
Again, you see what I'm saying? Don't cheat me on my trading. I would get all mine. That's why I wound up getting out of his truck. I wanted to complain when I got back to Snyder, but one of the guys within my class, he went on training with his brother. His brother was a trainer. And so he called and checked on me while I was on the road. He's like, so how's it going? I'm like, I don't even know. I don't know. And so I just started telling him about it. He said, you need to complain now, because once you get back after your week, and it already been 3 days. Once you get back after your week, that's it. They're not going to give you another chance. So it was literally like, get out now or you're stuck. And so I made a call. I got out. And I was stuck in Gary, Indiana for Easter. The whole Easter weekend, I was stuck there.
I'm still scratching my head on the. It's profitable for the trainee because he's getting all of y'all miles.
Exactly.
He's
Plus,
getting
both
your
of our
miles
training pay,
and right. So wow.
which is why that happens. Is
I,
why it happened. But I'm just one of those ones. You can't just run over me. Because what I've always been blessed with is have somebody who helped me out. There was always somebody who guided me through. So that's truly how I was blessed the way I was in the trucking. I mean, I realized I accomplished a lot in a very short period of time. There's people out there who've been trucking for 5, 10, 15, even 20 years and haven't done it yet. But it's
exactly.
always because someone had a conversation. I asked those questions and I, talked to people. And I gathered a lot of wisdom and education through that process.
All right. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. I really do appreciate you guys being here at the Lockoutmen podcast show, where my special guest tonight is Samantha Maloy. That's what's up. Welcome in the building. We got Keeping It 100 experiences. She says she loves your outfit. I do too.
Thank you.
With the Shirley Temple curls going on. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Azaria. I can't pronounce your name. Sorry for beating it up. But she says, I was just telling my wife about you, Samantha. So glad to know that you're still doing all right. That is what's up. And Drill Sergeant says, your story sounds really fishy. It's her story, man.
Everybody has their own story. And everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah. So all right. So over at Snyder, you was able to make it out of the quote unquote training program. And was you able to get into your own truck over at Snyder?
Yes, I got my own truck. I got another trainer the next week, which was a female trainer. And that was much better. Of course, she actually let me drive. I got mountains in, and that was my scariest thing. Like, I wanted to make sure I knew how to drive the mountains. And that was, when they still had 10 speeds on the road before everything went automatic. I wanted to make sure I can do it. So she let me drive. We had no problems with that. I did a week with her, and I felt more comfortable about it. I slept in a truck, felt more comfortable about that. But yeah, I got out, got my own truck, got my own 10 speed. I was on, I think, the Georgia Pacific dedicated.
That's the paper, right?
Yep. Paper rolls, scrap paper, heavy stuff. Every now and then, some paper towels and whatever came back off of it.
Now, Snyder training or Snyder orientation. I heard some horror stories. They treated you like boot camp over there. Like you had to take tests and take home homework and all that kind of stuff. What was the orientation process for you when you was getting into the company?
I do believe there was a test. I don't remember a whole lot about it. We actually went out to the training pad. They have it was in Atlanta, and so they had a training pad. It was somewhere in, I'm not exactly sure what it was at. But they did have a training pad. We would actually go to the training pad and train there. And they put trailers out there. So you're backing and doing maneuvers. You had to do it between trailers. And the thing was, you scratch paint. They tell you we're outdoor. Of course, you really wasn't. But yeah, you had to do some real life training out there. I recall we would do that. We would do that half a day. And then I don't remember tests, like homework, not real homework.
Okay, that was up. So how long you was with Snyder before you left them?
5 months.
They was the one that gave you your tuition reimbursement, but I'm assuming you didn't finish out the tuition reimbursement because of that.
Yeah, Dot Food paid me enough that I could pay my own tuition back.
So 5 months. What Dot Foods gave you a position that you couldn't refuse, or what happened to you at Snyder to make you jump over to Dot Foods?
Dot food was literally in my back door. I mean, it was Vidalia. I would have more home time with good pay. You know how it is. Like, if you want home time, you're not going to get good pay. You got to figure out which one. You're going to be on the road and make money, or be at home and not make none. Well, Dot paid you so many different ways that you made good money and you got home time. Like, you'll be home on the weekends. You might have to leave out on Sunday, but you'll be home on Friday, Saturday. You'll be home during the week. So it was just like, I had that, I get my own place now, that type of thing. Like, I can go get my own place again.
Hold on right quick. Give me a second. I'm trying to pull something up. All right, so hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so with Dot Foods, you left Snyder alone, left Big Orange alone. You got your experience now, and now you with Dot Foods, and this is where I came into play with knowing you from Dot Foods, where you was doing majority of your driving. How long you been with Dot Foods at the time?
I was with Dot over a year.
All right. So with Dot Foods, what was your experience with them?
I understood why some truck drivers did, they just want to be just drive a truck. That's it. Like, Dot was a lot. I would drive a lot, of course, but then you unload the trailer. You have to break it down when there's dry docks, frozen docks, refrigerated. And oh my gosh, your backing skills came superior with Dot Food. They had a lot of I stayed in Florida a lot. I mean, I went other places as well, but I did a lot of runs to Florida and a good bit to Miami. And that's where it's like make or break it, in my opinion, because Miami, the places in Miami that I was in was nowhere you want to have a 53-foot truck and trailer. It just don't work out. There were some places where it's one way in, one way out, and it's an alley. I mean, and you can't just come out and make a right and go. No, you got to go all the way through the alley, go down the other end of the alley, back into the dock. But it's so tight that you can't come out and make a right and go back out. You got to go the way you back in up front, jackknife. I'm not kidding. You have to jackknife and then make your way out of it.
Wow. It sounds like some of the dollar accounts that Keeping It 100 used to do back in the day.
I have never seen a Dollar General or Dollar Tree parking lot worse than some of the things I've seen in Miami.
Have you now you say Miami got some worse back in places. Have you been up in the Northeast?
I think everybody knows where there is snow, I do not want to go. But my goodness, New York. I did New York.
Wait. You did New York State or New York City?
New York State.
Oh,
New York State, yeah.
You can't talk about New York City. If you haven't did let people tell it. If you haven't did New York City or the boroughs, you're not a truck driver.
Okay, well, I ain't gonna be that truck driver then. I ain't claiming it. But I'm telling you, Miami, one time I tore the door off the back of the trailer, and I called them and told them, hey, I tore the door off the back of the trailer. And they looked and said, oh, you're in South Florida, it's okay. Like, I didn't get in trouble. It was no questions. It was just, you're in South Florida, it's okay.
You in South Florida, you all right.
Yeah. Literally, within 20 minutes, they said, go to this place, we're gonna get the door put back on. I still had frozen food on the truck. So literally, I had some people help me. Reefer doors are heavy. So I had some people help me put this door in the back of the trailer. And I secured it with a low bar and went to the place they're telling you about. People are driving the road, blowing the horn, like, your door is off. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I got there. Another thing about Miami, nobody speaks English where you need them to speak English. So here we are with this app, this translator app, and I'm telling them what I need for the door. And they're like, we got you. 10 minutes, they had that thing put back on. But I mean, it's that bad. Like, I tore a door off and nobody's like, it's okay. We know.
How did you tear the door off?
In one of those alleys. In one of those alleys. So you don't.
I'm about to play devil's advocate with you for a hot second. So did you did you forget to put to lock the door in, or the door?
No, I was still pulling out of the actual parking door.
Okay, and it got caught.
Off the trailer beside it. Like, I'm not going left or right or swaying. Put them pictures up. Like, it's so tight down there.
I don't have pictures. Wait, you got pictures? I don't have no pictures.
I sent you pictures of some of the places in Miami where literally the door was touching.
Oh, hold on right quick. You did send me a picture.
Yeah, the doors are literally touching the trailer.
That was that picture. Oh, okay. I thought you sent me that just to show how good of a backer you was.
Yeah, you gotta get good to do that. But you see the doors are literally touching, but you see with your ladders, right?
Hold on right quick. I'm going to let's see. Let's see. That's you. Oh, damn. That is close.
You see what I'm saying now?
Oh, damn. That's super close. Oh,
Does
okay.
that give me any credit on New York City?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold your breath getting in those places. So yeah.
But that gave you pause though, and that gave you pause and more and the experience to get into tight situations like that now.
Yeah. Like, I would back from the street. That was actually in a school zone with school traffic getting out, where you're backing from the street into tight places like that. There were alleys you go into. It's tough. There was one truck stop in the area. I think it was in Opalaka or something like that, where you can get diesel, but that's it. You're not getting anywhere to park.
Oh, okay. So again, with DOT transportation, they did nothing but frozen. They did nothing but reefer. They didn't have no other divisions there, like drive-in or anything like that.
You will get, it just depends on what the load is. They are the nation's, I think, #1 now, food rediscrimination company. So what they did was mostly groceries, but every now and then you might get a specialty load, where I've known some specialty loads to be tires, some specialty loads to be Christmas trees, where you just got to get a back haul to get back where you need to go. Every now and then that happens, but most times, yeah, they carry all their own freight.
All right. So what's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the Lockoutmen podcast show. Thank you for being here. If you want, hit that like button for a brother. I really do appreciate it. Please do. Like I said, when you step up in the building, make sure you hit the like button. Today's special guest is Samantha Maloy, and right now we're talking about her experience with DOT transportation. Drill Sergeant says, in one of his questions, he says, what do you call good money? I think this goes back up to where you switched over from Snyder going over to DOT, because I think in one of his comments, he says that you left a good paying job to go with DOT. So he wants to know, what do you call good money?
Well, all right, first of all, it's like this. Snyder only paid me by the mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 30, 34, 35 cents a mile. I don't know. Out the gate, with the experience I had coming from Snyder, Dot started paying me like 41 cents a mile.
Okay.
That's one. Plus the loads you break down, you get paid by the line items and the pieces. So it depends on how big your load is, but you're gonna get paid. I think it was 11 cents per line item and 9 cents per piece. Sometimes you break it down. Some places in Miami, you don't have to break it down because they don't have the space for you to break it down. So they'll just like say count it on a pallet or whatever the case is. Sometimes you gotta work, sometimes you don't. So now I'm already getting paid 3 ways, right? The line items, the pieces, the miles, and there's another way they paid as well. Of course, layovers, extended pickups would be like $25 an hour.
You was over the you was OTR with Dot, right?
Yes.
So what was the average paycheck? You don't have to go into specifics, but
it had a comma.
Say what?
It had a comma. All the time.
You said a couple of commas?
I said a comma every check.
So a couple of commas.
In a month, yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, drill sergeant. I mean, you do the math. A good job or a better job, because I'm about my coins. I'm the only one to bring them in.
Drill sergeant says New York City and Chicago is 2 monsters I don't believe you can handle.
You got your opinion?
To be honest with you, bro, I can't handle fucking Chicago. and I'm out here all the fucking time. I still can't handle the shit.
Everybody there, look, there's always gonna be a hater and a doubter. I'm okay with it. It makes you better.
All right, so being with being out, what was your whole opinion of Dot Transportation before you left?
I think it's a good company. I actually think it's an excellent company. Honestly, it's a family-oriented company. I like what they stand for and where they come from. I definitely, I would recommend them.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so later down the line, at some point, you started doing your homework and you started wanting more. So on your 30th birthday, you picked up a Peterbilt, a 13-speed, brand new.
You know, I am not a day over 29, period. I'm 29 for the next 5 years, okay?
Okay, 29. Okay, Shirley Temple. All right. But you picked up you left Dot and you decided to buy your own truck. So how first thing first, how did you went by buying your truck? Did you save up for it while you was with Dot, or did you like use your credit, or you went to another? Well, it says here you brought it off the assembly line, so you didn't go to another company or nothing like that. But what was the process of starting to getting your truck at that time?
My credit. I got it off of credit. Well, my down payment was only $5,000. So I went with a company that I'm not going to name these companies now. Now I'm not going to throw them under the bus because it got tough. But yeah, I got it off of credit, and it was 13 speed. I've never driven a 13 speed before. There was one video on YouTube. I kept calling people like, hey, do you know how to drive a 13 speed? People were telling me, no. They were saying like, I know it's a selector or a splitter or something, but no one really knew. I called cousins who have been driving. I called truckers I had met on the road who were driving. The most I got is someone told me how to drive a Super 10. But I found one YouTube video on YouTube that showed me how to drive a 13 speed, how to, clutch and split the splitter and keep moving. Yeah, I got it off of credit. I saved up a little bit and I got off credit.
You know what? I say this before, I'll say it again. You can fucking build an atomic fucking bomb off of YouTube.
You can.
Anything that you can think of, you can find it on YouTube.
You can.
It's on YouTube. That's why That's why so many people that comes into this in that's be like, yo, I want to be a YouTube superstar and all like that. Get in line, bruh. Get in line. All right. I'm just saying, get in line. But you can freaking find anything that you want on YouTube. As a matter of fact, the young lady right now, she's in a 10-speed, learning how to drive that motherfucker through YouTube.
Yes, you better.
So you got with YouTube's help, you was able to get going in the 13 speed. What made you, better yet, of course, okay, I'm about to go back. I'm about to go way back. So you wasn't restricted on your license when you went to that one company to train. Now I was thinking that wasn't the automatic that you was driving when it was 3 of y'all in the truck.
No, that was a 10-speed. And then they started off a 10-speed, and then I got my own truck with a 10-speed. Then that was an automatic. That was automatic for a year.
Yeah, I know Dodge trucks are automatic. So you know what? My bad. I'm my bad. I apologize because I assumed that it was automatic all the way. And
no.
And then you just got the 13 speed, but you already knew how to drive a manual truck. You just the 13 speed was this 3 extra gears that you had to learn.
Yes.
Okay. So my bad. My bad.
I was never one, like, I don't go gear to gear. I would skip gears. Like, I always was a skipper. And so to have to go 13 different, no, I wasn't doing it. I had to figure out how to not do that.
So with a 13 speed, and with the help of Google or YouTube, you was able to experience yourself in that.
Yes.
Okay. Now you got your own truck through your credit. You brought it off the assembly line on your 29th birthday. On your 29th birthday. So you just you just said to yourself, like, yo, it's time. After a year working at Dot, you was like, fuck it, it's time. Who did you, once you got your truck, who did you stay on with Dot, or did you go somewhere else to run your truck up under?
I went somewhere else to run my truck up under because I needed help with the insurance. Georgia's one of those expensive states, so in South Carolina too. But I needed help with the insurance, so I went to another company to run my truck up under.
Okay. Now with that, what freight you was pulling then?
ISO containers.
Now, those the ones that's like in the metal frame, and the container was like in the middle of it.
It's a tank. It's a tank, but yes, you're right. It's a tank in the metal frames with the tank inside of the frame. They're stackable.
Okay. All right, well, of course you got your tankers, right? Do you have all your
hazmat?
So you got all your endorsements?
Yes. See, that required it. They set me up and didn't realize what they were doing. They required you to have tanker and hazmat because sometimes they would carry the salad dressings in the big barrels. And for that, you need your tankers. And then also some things would be hazmat, like charcoal or lighter fluid or something, where it's not much of it, but it's enough to say it's hazmat.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. So up under this present company, now you're owner operator. So let us know how that worked and how long, I know COVID came in and pretty much messed a lot of stuff up, but how was that before COVID hit?
Oh, before COVID was good. It was good. The company I originally went through a buyout because the owner of the company died and the wife sold. So that messed up. I'm sorry. Hopefully that didn't mess us up, did it?
Nah, I still see you.
Okay. All right. Hopefully this sound come back. I can hear you, but not as good now. So that happened, but it was still good. Like some of the freight I was making, like I said, I always did the math. I crunched numbers. So some of the freight I was making $3 an hour. I'm talking about the physical miles I'm driving according to like where I'm taking my routes and the pay that I'm getting with it. $3 an hour. Some, not as much, but definitely over 2.5. So it was good. When the company went through the buyout, what they would do is they would pay you either, it depended on if you were dedicated or non-dedicated, they would pay you either 63 or 68% of the line out of the what was it, the whatever the rate, like whatever the low pay, what is it called, rate pay or something like that, whatever it was, I don't remember what they called it, but they would pay you either 63 or 68%. But when they went through the buyouts, everyone got moved to 68% of whatever the line haul, that's what it was, the line haul paid, but the rates went down. For example, instead of the rate being $3,000, you get paid 63% of that. It went down to like maybe 12,000, and you got 68% of that.
Okay. Now, after COVID hit, what happened? What happened to you after COVID hit?
COVID hit overseas first. The freight that I was pulling was coming from overseas. A lot of that stuff was coming from China. A lot of it was coming from China. And so, unfortunately, it got real tight, where you might take a load one day, the next day you gotta sit home because another driver gotta get a load. The next day you get another one. But on top of that, they literally had to start rationing out loads that didn't make financial sense.
So when that happened at that particular company, did you just decide to go to a different company, or what did you do? What was your next move after that? After you figured that
Yeah,
out?
I did go to a different company. I tried to save my truck. It just wasn't working. Now all the freight was going crazy. Companies were shut down left and right. The company I was with at the point to try to save save my truck. I used to pay for my fuel out of pocket and do my own deductions on it. I had to go back to using fuel cards. One time they turned fuel cards off, and at that point I was done, because one thing I never want to do was be on the road, be stuck.
Wow. Now I'm about to go back up before we go into what you're doing currently right now, but I want to go back up because you did touch on a story about being stuck in the Northeast and they cut your fuel card off. What happened?
They won't say what happened. They won't say why they cut the fuel cards off, but literally drivers, now I wasn't the only one, but I'm calling my dispatch like, what's going on? Literally drivers everywhere complaining there's no fuel, nothing. I was in New York, and I'm now
Samantha,
to the pump.
Who you was with? Who you was with when they did that? Was it Dot or Snyder? Or
it was as an owner operator.
Oh, you was okay. Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, it was as owner operator, and this is now technically my second owner operator company, because the first one went through a buyout and they was with the first one.
Right.
So yeah, I'm to the pump. Fuel cards won't work. I'm on low fuel. I don't have enough fuel to run my inverter to stay warm. And it started snowing that night. It's like I woke up, everything was white. So to me, that was just not doing this last straw.
So what happened? What caused them to turn the fuel card off?
They never would say. And that's the worst thing about it. You can't do a phony excuse.
Was you able? Well, how was you able to get back? They turned it back.
So when they did turn those fuel cards back on, I hightailed from New York all the way down to South Carolina.
You said, fuck all that.
I'm not kidding. I took a 30-minute break while getting some more fuel and kept it moving.
You say,
I was going home.
We ain't being stuck out here. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. So where now do you still have your truck?
No, I sold it. My truck was in wonderful condition. I still had a warranty on it. I still have plastic on the carpet. I still have plastic on the fuel tank. It was in great condition. Matter of fact, whoever got my truck, they have a nice microwave in it. It's what is it? It's the
Inverter.
Stainless steel. They have a nice stainless steel microwave in it. It definitely, you could definitely tell us up in there throwing down cooking because it smelled like KFC up in there all the
time. So you did your cooking on the truck, damn it.
Oh yeah. One of my cousins, I got a couple of my cousins that drive the trucks, and we would have cooking competitions in the truck.
Oh wow. You need to hook up. You need to hook up with my man Master Chef. I mean, this dude does cuisines, like cuisines, and I'm saying that right. Look, if that's not a word, it's a word today. Cuisines, okay. This man got grills. He got like he pulls out the grill, slap it in front of the truck, get down, and the truck stops. Man, this dude is on point. So make sure you check out the Master. I think it's named the Master or the Trucking Chef or something like. I'll send you his link.
Okay, good, because I'm trying to track it down.
Yeah, I'll send you his link. All right, so you gave up your truck. Are you still living in Georgia?
No, I just recently moved out to Houston, Texas. I'm in Houston for a couple months now.
All right, so what brought you down to Houston from Georgia, other than the traffic?
There was no traffic in Georgia. I'm from a small town. We ain't have traffic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we ain't have traffic. Houston, well, Texas. I was kind of ready to relocate, and I prayed about it for a long time. I just told God, like, I don't want to go nowhere you don't grace me to go. So where do you want me to go? And I ignored Texas. Like, he just kept saying Texas, and I ignored it for a long time. And finally, I just stopped ignoring it, and just here I am now in Texas.
Okay. So now that you're in Texas, you started a all new business. What was that business that you started?
I started my dog is all my land. So I started my business before I left Georgia. It is a financial literacy and credit repair company.
Okay, now that's what's up. Now some of these truckers may need that type of information. So talk to us about what you do as far as credit repair.
So I know there's a lot of people out there who try to fix their own credit and have not been successful or have been stressed out about it and need just some guidance and some help. So what we do is I partner with a company, and when you come into our company, they'll do a hard pull on your credit. They'll see what you have on your credit, and they help you start removing those obsolete and erroneous items from medical bills, judgment, repossessions, evictions, you name it, it can be removed. And we use the laws that Congress has in place according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act to do that.
So this is Samantha Maloy, financial mentor. And you're offering credit restoration, credit monitoring, credit building, budget plans, and savings and more, right?
Yes.
All right. So what made you get into the credit field? Because a lot of truck drivers, they jump from trucking into what do you call it? Real estate. But what made you decide to go, to start up this route?
One, I was looking for an opportunity I could partner with to get this thing up and going. I am still dabbling a bit into real estate and other avenues. But this was a company I knew, I was familiar with. I had seen results myself personally. I used to have awful credit, honestly. I had a 419 credit score, and I found out at the car dealership while trying to buy a car. Yeah. And so that was awful. And so I did what the dealer told me, I got it a little later. I was a little worse off because I had gone to different dealerships and they were running my credit and my credit was dropping. And so I did get a car, but I got a car with a down payment and a 26% interest rate. The dealer said, pay for the car for a year, your credit go up, you get something better. I did what he said. I paid for the car for 2 years. My credit went from that 419 to a 502 or a 503. That was it. And so when I was with this company as a customer, this company helped my credit go 172 points. Was it 172? Like 174 in 5 months. So to me, that was like amazing because I had been working on it for years. And I still couldn't buy a stick of gum with my credit. And from there, I started getting the things I need. I let everything go before. So now here I am. I need to get a new place. I need to get a washer and dryer. I needed all these things. And so I'm constantly building my credit. It put me in a position where I was able to go get the place I needed.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get a washer and dryer, a brand new Maytag, no money down. And I got an interest free for 12 months. So I was with Dot Food. I made a plan to pay that washer and dryer off within that 12 months. And that's when I started learning how credit works and how you don't have to pay down payments for anything with good credit. It made me see like, oh, this is how you keep your money. Okay, I got it. And so I really started doing a deep dive in it. So when I came to this opportunity, I was on my way to that 800 credit score because I did it for a while and I stopped and I was coming back going to that 800 credit score. And when I came back to the company, because I knew this company worked, I had tried other companies before. I knew they did not work, including Lexington Law. I was one of those people who I spent a lot of money with Lexington Law and wasn't getting any results. And so I came at this company because I knew about it, I trusted it, I believed in it. And when I did, the representative who I was speaking to actually told me about the business opportunity behind it. And at that point, I was good where I was at in trucking. I could have withstood it for a while longer. However, I was wrapping my mind around getting out of the truck eventually because I knew that, I can't really put a car seat in the front of the truck. Like, and one day I want to, throw a kid up in there or something. That don't really work out. So trucking was, not the dream option for me anymore. And so it was more of an option for me to work something from home. That's what I was looking for anyhow, because I was actually thinking about starting to move freight as a broker and stay in the trucking industry that way until COVID, of course. So I'm like, yo, this could still let me work from home. That's what I wanted. That's really all I wanted. So I paid attention to the opportunity. I knew the company worked and I just started it. I just jumped into it and started it. And I've been able to help a lot of people with this process.
That's what's up. Drill Sergeant, bruh, I'm going to have to put your ass in time out, bruh. But Drill Sergeant says, Drill Sergeant says that you got out of the truck because you can't drive.
Drill Sergeant never rolled me, first of all. And Drill Sergeant can still be my hair because my hair will make me stronger, boo. Drill on that.
Oh man, Samantha. So all right, so for guys that got less than stellar credit, they can get in contact with you. How would they get in contact with you to start getting help in getting their credit together?
Yeah. So you can reach me several ways. On Facebook, I am Sparkle_Samantha without an A. So Sparkle_SAMANTH. On Facebook, I am Sparkle Samantha Maloy, and that's Maloy MALOY. you can contact me at 706-750-8825. And you can also contact me at, what is my number? Don't judge my life. What is my other number?
Take your time.
What is my other number? I called you number. It's a 254 number.
Hold on right quick. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. No, I got the 326 number.
No, okay, so let me do this.
You're a woman with many numbers.
254-258-7862.
Hold on right quick. Drill Sergeant just came back and he wants to know why the stripper name. Is that
why the what?
He say why the stripper name.
What? Oh, it ain't a stripper name. You know what? Everybody says that, but I'm just writing that number down. Everybody says that. You know, my family was the worst haters when it came to that. I told them like, it came from a dream. It really came from a dream. It's not something I just made up or anything like that. It came from a dream, and I went with it. And after I went with it, I announced to my family, I'm changing my name. And they were the worst. They talked about me like a dog. They did. It's actually funny now. When I look back at it, the name has been following me for years, and I didn't realize it. It was even in my first trip. One of the things I had put up as some of my encouragement was sparkle, and wherever you go, leave a sparkle. It was one of the things I was praying as my purpose, like what is my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing, and I never got an answer. But it came full circle, like I said, in a dream, where I know that one of the things I'm supposed to be doing is leaving that light to the other people who needs that encouragement, who needs that glow. And that's where it came from. Y'all may think it's a stripper name. Y'all may think it is whatever. It's okay. But that ain't where it is. Later on, a whole business plan came out behind it.
I don't see that as a stripper name. I mean,
I don't either, but some people.
I would look at that like I didn't see that as a stripper. Now maybe Diamond. You know what I'm saying? But that's not sparkle though. I don't get sparkle.
Like Diamond? Just like a Lexus or like a car. Like that's a car name. No, that's a whole person. But hey, everyone has their own opinion.
All right. So again, back again to help people. How long have you been a financial advisor?
Let's see. Man, it's been almost a year now.
Okay.
I'm like a couple months shy of a year.
Okay.
Wow. Time really flies.
If you could, Samantha, give us so a person that got a 425-20 type credit, what advice would you give that person to get their credit get their credit up to like 700 status from 500?
Yeah, well, it's actually the fact that credit is made up several different ways. It's not just good credit, bad credit. It is good credit, bad credit, excellent credit, but that is broken down into: are you paying your bills on time? Are you building credit? Are you using revolving credit, or are you just buying stuff cash out? Are you what are you doing with your credit? What's going on? So for everyone, I always tell them everyone's situation is different. Everyone's situation is different. Some people have negative items on their credit. Some people don't have no credit. No credit and bad credit are the same because you're both in the boat with no paddle. So it's going to depend on, first of all, what you got to do is you got to know where your credit is at. You might know the merit number, but let's look at it. Let's see what are you doing? Are you buying everything with cash and not using no type of credit at all? So you won't have credit. So it's going to depend on what they got going on in the situation. Whether they need to start building credit, I always suggest use a secure credit card. I have access to a company who I can get you a secure credit card through without running your credit. No hard pulls in credit as long as you don't have an open bankruptcy.
Now let people know what's the difference between a secure credit card and a non-secure credit card.
Yeah. So a secure credit card is basically like a prepaid credit card where you put money on your credit card to make your credit limit. And that's usually what happens when your credit is not strong enough for it to weigh itself. So they help you by saying, okay, if you use your money properly, then in time we'll let you use our money. Some credit cards unsecured, some don't.
All right. So now let me ask you this. Now I heard another way of a person that has bad credit, they can piggyback off a person that has a good credit by becoming a authorized user. How now? I heard through the grapevine and I heard through the streets that people could get their credit repaired that way. How did that work?
So that is not a credit repair. That is a credit builder. Now, let me explain the difference. Repairing your credit is going to remove obsolete and erroneous items, negative items that are currently on your credit. Whether you have, whatever your case may be, it might be you went through a divorce and you have things that are tied to your previous spouse now sitting on your credit. It could be evictions, repossessions, whatever the case may be. That is when those items are challenged and start being removed and deleted from your credit report. That is repairing it. Now, in combination, you also want to start building it as well. Yes, the authorized user is a way to start building it when a person has, and most times, a credit card that they've had for a long time. It's good to have credit history. The history, the longer it goes back in the setting, the better. So if you know someone who trusts you, they got to trust you. It ain't so much you trust them, but they trust you for them to add you to their credit line. They will call their credit card company and say, hey, I want to add Tyrone to my credit. Then they would give them your social security number and they would add Tyrone. And what Tyrone would get would be their credit history for the past 10 years if they've had that credit card company for that long. So let me explain. In those past 10 years, if they have excellent payment history, you get excellent payment history for 10 years past. If they have shabby payment history, you get shabby payment history for 10 years past. Whatever their payment history is, you get that plus their time that they've had it. Now, I do not recommend that to anyone unless it's their child.
I was about to say that. Would it be
unless
better
it's your child and you're trying to build your kids' credit? And as a minor, I would do it then. I would never give that child that credit card, but I would give them the history.
Now, I think that's what I should have did with my kid when I got his credit card back in the day. I should have added myself on there, but my credit wasn't all that hot, and I didn't. I thought at the time I would mess it up, but I didn't know that would be building my credit as well. I mean, if I knew that, then yeah, I would have did that a long time ago. Is it possible for a person like me to still get it? Well, my son will put me on this credit. I don't think I have a problem asking them to do that.
Yeah.
But is it too late for me to
you're gonna have to honestly check with his credit card provider. That's where the stipulations are gonna be. Check with the provider or whatever credit card company he wants to add you to.
Okay. Yeah, it probably might not be Capital One because I think I fucked Capital One over more than once. Yeah, Capital One is Thank you, Capital One, for getting me my CDLs. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's why I got that bankruptcy. I'm just saying. Well, Samantha Maloy, thank you very much for coming on and chopping it up with me. Welcome everybody to the chat. Today's special guest is Samantha Maloy. Thank you, Teddy the Trucker. He's in the building. Michael Watts just stepped up in the building. Dre Day, much love from H-Town. So he's from H-Town as well. Samantha, are you so with this working for home business right here, are you going to get back into trucking, or do you still have your CDLs?
I do still have my CDLs. Everybody know you don't let them things go. It's not my intention to get back into trucking. I am actually trying to avoid it at all costs. It's not my dream. It's not my dream. But so yeah. But I will never say never because you never know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So let me ask you. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. For a person that been that been in that's just started trucking, and you're a financial advisor. All right. There's a lot of ways that a person could take advantage of the trucking field. You know, some of which, you know, goes into owner operators, some of which, like myself, is company drivers and all like that. What do you suggest as far as trying to save some money? What would you suggest? I'm coming to you, Lockoutmen, coming to you, Samantha, as a financial advisor. Advise me on how should I save my money.
So honestly, I would say the best thing to do is to pay yourself first. Okay, pay yourself first. What I like to tell people is you should have several different accounts, and you need to find a way to make these several different accounts so you're not like spending a whole bunch of money out on a bunch of different accounts. Make sense? Yeah, because every time you open up a bank account, it costs you something, and it usually costs a little something every month. So you want to find out what's the best way for you to have different accounts in different places so that you're not paying to hold your money somewhere, okay? And usually when you get paid on whatever day, what I tell people to do is start moving your money. You're going to have a certain amount of money you need to keep in an account for bills. You're going to have a certain amount of money you need to put up for savings. Typically, that should be 10% of whatever you're making. You have a certain amount of money you're going to need to start, giving, because you're not going to start receiving until you start giving. Whatever it is that you believe in, if it's a charity event, if it's a church, it's whatever organization, you need to put some money away so you can start giving. When you start giving, more start coming. And you need to have money that you save for retirement, whether it's a 401k or, like for me, an IRA, whatever it is, put money into it. Put money into it. Do your math and, find out what that number is you can max it out for the year and start dividing it up. Like you get paid every week, 52 payments. Like what is that number you can max it out at? Start another IRA. Just because you got one maxed out, start another one. And start investing that money to make some more money so that you can have more money later. Move your money and make your money work for you. That's what I tell people.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. And
it's very important you pay yourself first. If that means that you didn't divide your checkup and you ain't got nothing to go out and eat next weekend, then baby, you need to go ahead and cook something. Don't worry about oodles noodles. It's okay. It'll get better.
Ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? Your quick stint as an owner operator. As far as being an owner operator, you like I said before, COVID hit and pretty much messed everything up. But when you was getting the freight and you was making the money, being an owner operator, of course, you had to do your own taxes. How how did you do your own taxes yourself, or did you had a CPA doing your taxes for you while you was an owner operator?
Yes, I'm sorry. I definitely had a CPA doing it for me. I I held down the deductions and the expenses, and hey, this is what I got. These are the accounts. This is where it came from. Do your due. And that's how that went. Yeah, I'm only there. Look, when you're running a business, every business you open up, you're gonna have to wear all the hats. You're gonna have to. Period. But I ain't playing with IRS. That's just some things I ain't doing. That ain't my lane. It will cause me more stress to try to run that lane on top of everything else. That's not my job, in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hire somebody for that. So no, I didn't do my own taxes. I maintained my deductions and I hired a CPA.
All right, that's what's up. What about as far as your health insurance? Who did you go through as far as getting your health insurance as an owner operator?
Yeah. So I actually purchased my own insurance. And you're on an operator, you can control how much money you make. And so I actually gave myself a salary that I want to make, and I went through open enrollment and I searched options according to what I wanted to make and to find a payment method that works for me. Well, not really a payment method, but a budget that worked for me, but that will also give me the coverage that I need.
Okay, okay. Help, like, for vision, health, and all that other good stuff. Cause you don't. Well, the only baby that you have is your little puppy.
Yeah.
But you don't have kids or nothing like that. So getting solo insurance was a little bit inexpensive.
Yeah, I mean, typically the insurance, like now, I just talked to an insurance agent recently because of my relocation. Typically, as an individual, you can get insurance about $200-300 a month, and that is, good insurance. You can call Blue Cross Blue Shield, you can call United Health, you can call any company you want as an individual, and you just check me with open, like what's available for you. Or in my case, I actually have an agent who I call him and I let him search everything for me at one time and tell me what is best. For me, I have a specialty medication that I take, and it's a very expensive one. So that's something that I definitely have to stay on top
Oh, okay, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Samantha Maloy, everybody. Samantha, hey, thank you very much for coming on, sharing your story. I do appreciate you being here. And forget what drill sergeant been talking about in the chat.
of. Oh, listen. Like I said, make me stronger. I appreciate the love, drill sergeant. I appreciate the love.
I do appreciate you being here, sharing your story and all like that. Very intriguing, especially where you came from to where you at right now. Do you have any plans to restart your YouTube channel, or what's going on with your YouTube channel right now?
That is something I have been battling day after day after day. It is a lot of anxiety for me, honestly. It's a lot of anxiety for it. Like I said, now you got me thinking about maybe a podcast. Not as many edits in a podcast as a YouTube, but I'm not gonna give no set answer right now. It's definitely something that I have been thinking about and will definitely keep thinking about.
Yeah, your last looked like your last video was over a year ago.
Yes.
And that's the truck right here?
Yeah, that's my truck.
That or not the trailer? Well, you got
that's the ISO container. It has to come up, but I think I know the picture you're talking about.
Yeah, my internet is always slow over here, so that's why I'm not gonna back out of it. Okay, it's not even gonna let me back out of it. But anyway, that's the container. That's the container truck that container trailer that you was pulling
yes.
at one point.
Yes. It's an ice facilitator. Nobody told me when I got into trucking that I would also be a forklift driver. I'll also be breaking down trucks. And then with this case, I'll also be a plumber. But it happened.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, Samantha, thank you very much for giving me your time. I really do appreciate it. Definitely, you're most definitely welcome to come back on and all like that. So I want you to hold on before you get up out of here. Let me go ahead and end the show, and I'll talk with you in a second. So hold on.
All right, I truly appreciate it, and thank you so much for your time and this opportunity.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Thank you for coming on. All right, that's going to do it, everybody, for this episode of the Lockoutmen podcast show. Thank you to everybody that's in the chat. Drill Sergeant, yeah, very you worse than D Nitty now. So I'm gonna have to give the Messy Boots title to you, bruh. Okay. But anyway, if you guys like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell and that all button. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. More importantly, just hit that the like button when you come up in the room after you hit the play button for the replay. Also, ladies, this is for you. Chocolate on me from Mally's Chocolate. I am going to do a giveaway on New Year's Day. God damn it. On Valentine's Day. I'm going to put now, I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to put your name in a hat, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw your name in a hat anyway. So I'm going to have a little spin. I'm going to choose about 5 of you guys, and whoever wins, they're going to win, and I'm going to send chocolates out to you. All right. So definitely, if you want to get your name in the hat, make sure you hashtag Mally's Chocolates in the hashtag. All right. You can do that in the comments. Everybody else, I really do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much. Hold on. What'd you say, Drill? I know you real, Drill. But thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. You guys take it easy, and I will come back with another episode tomorrow. So if you're on Instagram, you can check me out on the behind the scenes, and come back tomorrow for another episode of the Lockoutmen podcast show. Peace.
Cause baby, once I'm gone, I ain't coming back. You gon' have to settle with another man. But when you realize, don't be running back. Ain't no sunshine